Hey guys, CryptoDad here again, and today I'm going to show you how to buy some Monero and store it on your Ledger Nano X hardware wallet. So let's get moving. Alright, so the first order of business here, if you want to store your Monero on a Ledger Nano X, is to get the Monero app installed on the device. Now we're going to use Shapeshift to buy our Monero, and they're going to require a Monero deposit address. So the first thing we need to do is get our wallet set up. So I'm going to launch Ledger Live. Alright, I'll enter my password. Alright, I'm here in Ledger Live in my account interface. Now I'm not going to be able to view Monero in Ledger Live, but I do need to install the Ledger app, so I'm going to use the manager for that. Alright, and you can see I've got my Ledger ready to install apps. You may have some apps on here already. In my case, this is a brand new Ledger. I'm going to be using this for my Monero. So I'll hit install under Monero. And you can see on the device that it's processing. And when we're finished, we've got Monero installed on our Ledger Nano X. All right, now I don't need Ledger Live anymore, right? I cannot use Ledger Live to view my Monero balance. I'm going to need the Monero desktop-based wallet, which will interface with this Ledger Nano X. All right, and if you don't have the Monero desktop wallet installed, then you should go to getmonero.org to get this wallet, and I'll put that link in the description. All right, so and then in downloads here, you'll want to download the latest version, which currently is 0.14.1.0, and they've got some SHA sums there so you can verify your downloads, right? If you're wondering about downloading the wallet and getting it installed, I've got some great videos on how to do that, but I won't go into it in this particular video. Now you may also already have the Monero wallet installed and you're using the desktop-based private key. So I'll show you how to get a new wallet that's connected to your Ledger. All right, so we're going to launch the Monero wallet. All right, now it's asking me to enter the password to my desktop-based wallet, but we don't want to do that. We're creating a new wallet where the private keys will be stored on the Ledger. So we'll just hit change wallet, and then we'll go over here to create a new wallet from hardware. All right, so I'm going to hit create new wallet from hardware. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call this Ledger X Moon, so it makes sense to me because I'm using my Ledger Nano X to the Moon edition. All right, so it asked me to choose my hardware device here. So I'm going to choose Ledger. Now, before I create the wallet, I'm going to go ahead and enter the Monero app on my device. I have Monero selected. I'll hit both buttons. Now I'm in the Monero app on my device. I'm going to hit Create Wallet on my computer screen, and it wants me to export the key. There's a little arrow over here indicating that I should move to the next screen. So I'm going to hit that button, and I'm going to click both buttons to accept, right? And then it's asking me to do the same thing again. So I'm going to hit the button on this side, and then I'll choose accept. All right, and then you can see that on the screen, it's asking me to choose a password. So I'm going to do that. All right, and now that I've chosen a password, I'll hit next. All right, and then there are some different settings that I can choose here. Yeah, I'm going to let that create the node automatically in the background. It's the default recommended. I'll hit next on my screen. And there we go. I've set up the wallet. I've given it a name. And I've created a password for this wallet. So I'm just going to choose Open Wallet now. And it's created an empty wallet there. And it's going to automatically start the daemon. All right. Now you'll notice down there at the bottom where it says synchronizing, that the blockchain is not completely synced to my wallet. So you're going to want to allow that sync to take place. All right, now if this is the first time you've ever run the Monero wallet, it is going to take a while for the blockchain to sync. Could be up to 12 hours, in that order of time, right? So just be patient. It might take a while. If you're in advanced mode and you're letting the Monero blockchain sync to your computer, then it will take quite a while for this to sync up. So just be patient, go out, have some dinner, get a good night's sleep, check it in the morning. Now, also, if this is your first sync, you might want to go to your Windows or your Mac's power settings and just tell it not to go to sleep so that you can complete this without your computer going into sleep mode and putting the disk to sleep, because that would interfere with this sync process. All right, so as you'll notice, after the daemon syncs, the wallet will sync up to the blockchain that's on your computer. That takes a lot less time, but if it's never done it before, it might take a little bit. So don't worry, it will eventually sync up. All right, now you can see that I've got full synchronization. Now the reason I'm doing this ahead of time is because I like to verify my incoming transactions, and it won't show any incoming transactions until you've completely synced up to the Monero blockchain. So just for your own sanity, go ahead and get all this done before we buy the Monero, right? And you can see I'm here in settings. As of today, the latest version of the Monero wallet is 0.14.1. So we've got the latest version of the wallet running, and we're ready to buy our Monero. So we can go over here to receive, and you can see that there's a primary address. Now you can create multiple addresses, but since this is a brand new empty wallet, I'm just going to go ahead and use that primary address. I can click here on the clipboard. All right. Now I'm going to go over here to Shapeshift. All right, I'm on the Shapeshift website. I'm logged into my account. All right, so you will need to create an account on Shapeshift, but it's one of the few places that you can still get Monero. So, c'est la vie, there may be another more anonymous way to purchase Monero, but for me, I'm showing you Shapeshift. It's fairly straightforward, easy way to do it. I'm going to use Bitcoin. You can use whatever cryptocurrency that you happen to have, but you can't use cash to buy Monero, at least not at the moment, as far as I know of. All right, this is the easiest, safest way. I'm going to use Bitcoin to make my purchase, and I want to receive Monero, right? So I'll scroll down to Monero here. All right, so I'm going to buy Monero using Bitcoin, right? So I'll hit continue. Now I need to put in my destination address for my Monero, which is that Monero address we just copied from our Monero wallet. Now I need some Bitcoin to do this, right? So I have some Bitcoin in my Ledger Nano X. All right, so I'm going to go into my Bitcoin account here. I should let you know that a Bitcoin, it's asking me for a refund address, right? In case something goes wrong with the transaction or something times out, they'll be able to send my Bitcoin back to me. Now, if you have a native SegWit Bitcoin address, it's not compatible with Shapeshift yet. So my recommendation is to use the SegWit. You can send your Bitcoin from anywhere you want, but you need to give it at least a Bitcoin SegWit address as a return refund type address. So I'm going to hit receive here. All right, I'm going to enter my Bitcoin app on my device. You may have guessed this is a different device than the one that has the Monero app on there. All good. All right, I'm going to hit continue again, and you'll see that that Bitcoin address is appearing on my device as a failsafe so that I can verify it's the same one I see on the screen. So I'm just going to use this button here to scroll over to approve. I'll hit both buttons. Now I can copy that address into my clipboard, right? That is my refund address. So I'm going to go back over and paste in that refund address, right? I don't need the payment ID. Because I'm not sending the Monero to a cryptocurrency exchange, right? Cryptocurrency exchanges might have a payment ID for a Monero deposit, but I don't need that for me. I'm depositing it in my own wallet. So I'm just going to click this. I'm going to hit start transaction, right? And now it is waiting for me to deposit my Bitcoin into this address, right? So I'm just going to copy this address into my clipboard. And I'm going to go back over to my Ledger Live. And I'm going to do a send. I'm going to hit send. I'm going to paste that Shapeshift address into my recipient address. I'm going to send all of the Bitcoin in this particular wallet. You don't have to do it that way. You can send as much or as little as you like. But Shapeshift does have some limits, right? You can send up to 0.39 Bitcoin. It has to be at least 0.00001, right? So I'm within those parameters. I'm going to go ahead and send the entire amount of this wallet. All right, I'm going to hit continue here. All right, it wants me to review the transaction. So I'm going to hit the button on this side. There's the amount. There's the address I'm sending it to. That's the Shapeshift address. There are the fees that are going to be generated for this blockchain transaction. I want to hit both buttons, accept everything. All right, and the transaction gets broadcast. We'll go over here to the Shapeshift website, and we'll wait for that deposit to come in. And there we go. So I've deposited the Bitcoin into my Shapeshift address. Now Shapeshift, under the hood, is going to go to an exchange, buy some Monero, and send it back out to my Monero address. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm just swapping Bitcoin for Monero, right? That's just the way it looks as far as I'm concerned. But I can chart the progress here by just watching on the Shapeshift website as it awaits the exchange. And this will take a little while, so be patient again. Don't freak out. You have a Bitcoin refund address if something goes wrong. So Shapeshift is an upstanding site. It's been around for a while. You're not going to lose your Bitcoin if you do everything properly, right? All right, you'll see there the rate has changed. And we've got confirmation on this end that the Monero was purchased and sent to my receiving address there. And there's all the confirmation. All right, so we can go back over to our Monero wallet and just hang tight while we wait for the Monero to show up on this end. All right, so now we can see in the Monero wallet that the balance has arrived into the wallet, which is cool. You'll notice there under balance that it says unlocked balance approximately 14 minutes. This means that it's unspendable. It has to be confirmed on the Monero blockchain before you can send it out from this wallet to another address. But the fact that it's showing here in the wallet is a confirmation that you have the Monero. So my suggestion is to leave the wallet open until it's got this unlocked balance complete, right? To where you can see that they match, that the balance is here, and then down here on the bottom, it'll say unlocked balance 2.372, blah, blah. You want to just confirm that that's all the way, and that basically that it's confirming on the blockchain, the Monero blockchain. All right, so that's it. We've managed to buy some Monero and store it in our own ledger-based hardware wallet. We're using the Monero desktop wallet, but the private keys are being stored on the Ledger Nano X. This is the most safe and secure way to store your Monero using a hardware-based wallet. So if you guys have any questions about anything that I did, please throw them up in the comments and I'll do my best to get them answered. It's been a while, but here's the end result, right? We want unlocked balance to match our balance, which means that now the Monero is fully spendable in our wallet. Don't forget, I have a live stream every Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me for the live Q&A from Michigan, where you can throw out any questions to me and I'll do my best to get them answered right there on the fly. It's a lot of fun. Hope to see you there. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.